children, in this video lecture we are going to discuss changes which take place while converting direct speech into indirect speech of pronoun and tenses. So this we will understand with help of an example. Here example is here of direct speech. She said to me, I want you to call her. So here this clause which is before comma, this we call reporting speech. Okay, this part we call reporting speech. This we call reporting verb, and this part we call reported speech. Now here one thing which is very important, as I told in very starting, that we are going to discuss here change of pronoun. Okay, so change of pronoun. So generally there are three types of person. First person, that is I, we. Then second person, that is you. Then third person, he, she, it, they. Now these are the three categories. Okay, the person is divided: first person, second person, third person. Now here I and we, this we change while converting direct speech into indirect speech. Then second person we change. Then third person we do not change. If any of the person is used, okay, or any of the pronoun is used in direct speech, so we will write that pronoun same or as it is in indirect speech, will not change. So no change take place here, but these two we change. Okay, so this we will understand with help of this example. As she told me that. Okay, now after that this I is changed here and we have used she. Okay. So this she is subject of reporting speech. Okay, then she wanted. Now here want we changed into wanted. We have already discussed it, that tense changes. Okay, so here it is present and we have changed it into past. Now after that next you we have changed into me. Okay, and this is object of again reporting speech. Okay, this is object and this is subject. Now here is next, this is third person. We have written as it is. There is no change. We have written it as it is. Please remember one thing, that the pronouns of first person which change I and we. Okay, I and we belongs to subject of reporting speech, and you, this belongs to or this is object of reporting speech. Now you can see here this I, okay? This first person pronoun I, it belongs to this subject of reporting speech. That's why we have changed this I pronoun into she. And second is you. You pronoun, or we can say second person pronoun. This belongs to object of reporting speech. That's why this you we have changed here into me. Okay. Now we will discuss when tense or verb changes in reported speech. This we will understand with help of an example. This is example of direct speech. He said, I am selfless. Here you can see before comma, this is reporting verb. Okay, reporting speech. And here this reporting verb is written in past tense. Whenever we have past tense in reporting speech, that time we make changes in reported speech in indirect sentences. Okay. Now let us see this indirect speech. He said. Now change. We have used here connector that, and after using it we will remove commas. Then we come to the next first person pronoun I. This I we have changed here in he pronoun. Okay. Then we come to verb or tense. So here this verb am we have changed here into was. This am is written here in present tense, and this was we have written here in past tense. Why we change this in past tense? Because our reporting verb is in past tense. So when we have reporting verb or reporting a speech in past tense, that time we make changes. Only that time. Suppose our reporting speech is in present tense. Says. Okay, this is in present tense. So that time changes do not take place. It remains same in indirect speech. Okay, tense do not change. Now he says, it will remain same, that he is selfless. Now see, this am is in present tense, okay, and with he we use is. It is also in present tense. We do not make any changes here. Why? Because it is in present tense. The says is in present tense. If the verb of reporting speech is in future tense, okay, if it is like that, will say, okay, he will say I am selfless. This will again remain same. There will be no change. It will be he will say that he is selfless. Again, there is no change. So when changes take place in reported speech, only when the reporting verb is in past tense. So children, this we are going to discuss in detail in next video lecture. Yes, children, when reporting verb is in past tense, the tense of reported speech changes as follows. Simple present into simple past. Okay, this simple present we change into simple past while converting direct speech into indirect speech. He said this is reporting verb. When reporting verb comes in past tense, that time we do changes in reported speech. Now you can see here, this is do, this is present tense, this do verb is in present tense, and we have changed this into did, which is in past tense. Okay, then we move to the next, present continuous into past continuous. Again, he said, this is in past tense. This said, a reporting verb is in past tense, and as it is in past tense, so we are going to change reported speech. He said that he was going to sleep. So here this am, which is in present, we have changed. Okay, this am verb, we are going to change it into was, which is past tense. Okay, past continuous. Then present perfect into past perfect. Again, we have to focus here in the reporting verb, which is in past tense. I have passed. Okay, then in indirect speech, he said that she had passed. So here this have is in present perfect. Okay, now we are going to change the tense of it, of have. So in indirect, it will be had. Now fourth one, present perfect continuous into past perfect continuous. Again, we have to focus here in the reporting verb. It is in past tense. Okay, I have been working for a long time. In indirect speech, it will be like this. She said that she had been working for a long time. So here, have been, this is present perfect continuous. Okay, this present perfect continuous we are going to change into past perfect continuous. Why we will change it? Because already we have discussed that if reporting verb is in past tense, so we change tense of reported speech. We change reported speech tense or verb. Other things or other changes we have already discussed in previous video. So here we are focusing only on tense or the verb of reported speech. Now the fifth condition, what happens if reported speech is in past tense? Okay, so if there is simple past, it will change into past perfect. Okay, let us see this example. He said, again we are going to focus on reporting verb. It is in past tense. Then reported speech is in past here. I worked hard. This is past. Worked. He said that he had worked hard. So we are going to change indirect speech into past perfect. It is had worked. Okay. Now next, sixth one, past continuous changes into past perfect continuous. He said, again there is a condition that if reporting verb is in past, then only we do other changes in reported speech. Now here reported speech is in past continuous. Was studying. We have changed it, this was studying into had been studying. This was studying is past continuous, and we have changed the verb into past perfect continuous, that is had been studying. Okay, so this was studying is changed into had been studying. Now you may be thinking that what about past perfect and past perfect continuous? So they will not change, they will remain same. Here we are going to discuss change in modal verbs. The condition is modal verbs in reported speech, and the condition is same here, children, that if the reporting verb is in past tense, so the modals they change in the reported speech. See here, indirect speech. If modal will is used in indirect speech, we are going to change it into would. Will be changed into would. Shall into should, can into could, may into might. But if these models would, should, could, might, they are already used in direct speech, so there will be no change. Would will remain would in indirect speech. Could will remain could, might will remain might, should will remain should in indirect speech. There will be no change in these models. Now let us understand with help of example. He said, I will prove myself. Again, reporting verb, it is in past tense. Okay, this said, I will prove myself. Now this model is used here, will. Now let us see indirect of this. Let me write it a little bit here. Indirect speech. He said. The condition is same. We are going to use here connector. He said that. After that, we are going to remove commas. Then we will change pronoun here. He said that he. Okay. For I, we have used here he. Then we are going to change will into would. Okay. He said that he would prove himself. If this will model, instead of this model will, if we use shall, then here we are going to use should. If we use can, then here will be could in indirect speech. If it is may, then we are going to use might. So children, if there is a past tense or a past reporting verb, so in that case we do changes in reporting speech, and in such manner these models will changes into would, shall changes into should, can changes into could, may changes into might in reported speech, in indirect speech. Now with this, this much for this video. Other things we are going to discuss in next video lecture. Thank you.